Arkansas goes after Madden Lamaleava for breach of contract. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kangaroo Black, coming back once again to talk about these Arkansas Razorbacks and their former quarterback, Madden Lamaleava. And I say former only because he signed to Arkansas to play football with the Arkansas Razorbacks, even though he didn't play a game. So that's why I say former Arkansas Razorback. But to give you a backstory, Madden Lamaleava was committed to UCLA. And on National Signing Day, he changed his mind and signed with the Arkansas Razorbacks. And then, with all the cahoots happening at Tennessee, Nico Lamaleava decided he was going to transfer to UCLA. Remember, that's the school his brother Madden was originally committed to. But Nico decided he was going to transfer to UCLA. And when that became official, hey, Madden decided he was going to follow his brother to UCLA. So he went in the transfer portal and transferred to UCLA, the school that he was originally committed to. But Arkansas says, oh no, we gave you a $500,000 NIL deal and you didn't fulfill your obligations in that deal, or that was stated in the contract. You haven't fulfilled those obligations, and therefore we want to recoup some of our money. Basically, that's the story. Now, Arkansas, as I said, they gave him a $500,000 NIL deal, and they looking to get $200,000 back. Okay, and you can find this article on Athlon Sports if you want to go check it out. All right, as I said, they want $200,000. Madden, who enrolled in January, had signed a one-year NIL agreement with Arkansas's Edge, reportedly worth around $500,000 according to the contract terms. Players departing before completing their commitments could owe 50% of the remaining contract value, with roughly $400,000 left on Madden's deal. At the time of his transfer, Arkansas's Edge is demanding close to $200,000. Now, what did Madden do to earn the first $100,000? Who knows, because he didn't play any football for Arkansas. Maybe he went to some camps or did something, show up to some events. That's the only thing I can think of that he did. But anyway, he gonna owe this money. He owed this money. But anyway, Arkansas's athletic director, Hunter Yurachek, publicly backed the collective's enforcement effort last week, emphasizing the importance of honoring contractual obligations. So I'm on the side of Arkansas's, athletic director. He should take the side of the collective. By the way, Arkansas's collective is named Arkansas's Edge. So Arkansas's Edge is really the ones going after the money, the collectives. And I agree with them. And I hope that every program, every school will do this, or every collective at every school will do this. So I hope. But anyway, because these players is getting away with highway robbery when it comes to this NIL thing. And I also hope that Tennessee is going after Nico Lamaleava to try to get some of their money back, because, Nico, his NIL deal was high profile, worth $8 million over 4 years. He was only there 2, I believe. So, yeah, they need to go and get, or try to get some of their money back. I hope they'll do that. But anyway, because it was put out there that Nico didn't even want to do the off-the-field things that was in his NIL contract, like showing up to events, showing up to camps. He didn't want to do it, and his dad was involved in that. So, hey, hopefully both of these schools can recoup some of their money from the Lamaleava brothers. Just put it that way. But anyway, let's keep it moving. To strengthen this case, Arkansas's collective, Arkansas's Edge, has retained attorney Tom Mars, a veteran of a high-profile college sports disputes. Mars is no stranger to the Lamaleava family, having previously represented Nico in matters involving the NCAA. This time, however, Mars is tasked with recovering funds from the younger Lamaleava on behalf of Arkansas. And we know that Tom Mars represented the Lamaleava family and Tennessee when the NCAA was coming after them when it was pertaining to Lamaleava's recruitment and his NIL deal. So this guy, Tom Mars, represented the Lamaleava family and Tennessee. And guess what? He know what he doing, because basically he won the case for Tennessee and the Lamaleava family. They couldn't do nothing to Tennessee. So, yeah, he know what he doing. But keep it moving. But this, with Arkansas fighting back, I mean, this is something new, because no program has ever done this yet in the NIL era. I mean, I feel like it could have been done with Alabama left tackle Caden Proctor when he transferred to Iowa once Nick Saban retired. 2 or 3 months later, he transferred back to Alabama. I'm sure Iowa gave him an NIL contract. And I am sure that he didn't meet the demands in that contract. Nowhere near it. Now, I'm just speculating, but I'm pretty sure that Iowa gave him a NIL contract. Pretty sure of it. And he didn't meet the demands of that. But anyway, so sources indicate that discussions between Mars and Madden Lamaleava's legal representatives are scheduled for this week, with both sides likely weighing the risk of a prolonged litigation against possible settlements. So that really they don't want to draw this out. I wouldn't want to draw it out either. I feel that Lamaleava should just agree to pay the Arkansas collective some of their money, or what they asking for, the $200,000. That's all. You signed the contract. You read the writing that was in the contract, and you still decide to sign it. So give them their money back, or pay up, however you want to put it. Just like his brother Nico. I mean, they seem like to me, they just out for a money grab. Both of them, along with their dad. They just trying to get over on these programs. That's what I believe. That's just me. So it is what it is. Regardless of the outcome, Arkansas's pursuit of buyout funds marks a significant development as college athletics prepares for broader changes, including direct school to athlete compensation models under the anticipated House settlement. Cases like Lamaleava's will likely shape how NIL contracts are structured and enforced moving forward. I'm sure this case will. I am sure. And I'm sure they're going to change up some of the language in these contracts. And I am sure this will have an effect on players transferring, especially if they are under a NIL contract. All right. If you start making these players pay up and when they don't fulfill their obligations that's in the contract, some of these players will be hesitant to leave, because it's possible that they will have to pay up. And I don't think no player want to lose money. I wouldn't. But hey, that's just me. Everybody don't think like the old heads. All right. New generations, they on a whole different level. But I applaud Arkansas for this. And I'll applaud any program for doing what Arkansas is doing, or what Arkansas's collectives are doing. And I'm sure a lot of you out there agree with Arkansas also. But anyway, we'll see what happens with this case. If it happens to be a prolonged, drawn out case. We'll see what happens, but I don't think it will. I think they'll be able to come to terms. But as far as Madden Lamaleava, Nico Lamaleava, I feel like we'll say they ripping off these programs. I know I know Nico brought in a lot of money to Tennessee. I know that. But the fact of the matter is he signed a damn contract. And he should been obligated to do what he was supposed to do within the realm of that contract. If you're supposed to show up to a camp or an event, you show up. That's it. Because that's what these collectors are paying you to do. And as far as Madden Lamaleava, had it been me, I've been trying to recoup the whole $500,000. Because you ain't did a damn thing on the football field. Now I know there's some things in the contract that you got to do off the field. And if he showed up to the camp, the event that he was obligated to show up to during his 3 or 4 months at Arkansas, okay, that's fine and dandy. That's fine and dandy. You did what you was obligated to do, so we paying you for that. But everything else that you didn't do, that you signed the contract obligating yourself to do, we want repayment for all of that. All of it. But he only got to pay, according to the contract, Arkansas is only seeking 50% of the remaining balance. We'll say that. So he's still getting off easy. But it is what it is, man. Y'all just let me know what y'all think about this situation. And do y'all think Arkansas is doing the right thing? I do. And do you agree with Arkansas? If not, then put it in the comments. If you do, put it in the comments. And do y'all think Nico Lamaleava should be made to compensate the Tennessee collectors? Because that contract, from everything that we read, everything that's in the media, he didn't fulfill his obligations when it came to doing the off the field things. And plus, he was only there 2 years when allegedly the contract was for 4. So y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Until then, y'all be blessed. And remember, KB don't give a piss about nothing but the tide, and roll damn tide.